All right, we are live.
I don't feel
it's
very
it's
alive.
epic coffee time. I'm like sunburnt as I'll get out. So
Dan, why are we late?
that's a really good question. Well, here's the thing: is that I was coming across the river. You were here on time. I was late. I was
I
coming.
didn't have a come. I didn't have to come across the
I was
river.
coming across the river, and apparently they don't allow you to drive any more than 3 miles an hour as you come across the river. And so it took me, how many miles did I got in an hour? 3 miles. Um, it took me 7 hours to get here. So uh, it was a hell of a trip.
Well,
But
with our worldwide reach, maybe we should explain why it took you
oh
7 hours
yeah,
to get here.
exactly, because
Because
everybody's interested in the flooding
I mean, I'm
that
getting texts
has
in
occurred.
German and Russian, and not really, but people might be watching that are out of the area.
Oh, that is true.
Holler, Cleveland.
And those of you that don't know, there's an epic flood, which is odd
Epic.
because everything we do is epic. So,
Not as
um,
epic as 93 or 95, but epic enough to close several of the lanes coming across the bridge, and hence Dan is running much later than normal
yeah,
because you're coming from
much,
across the river. While
much.
I'm on this side of the river and I'm early, and
But you still had to use a paddle to get
I
down
almost
here.
had to use a paddle to get down here. We're just one block over from where we're filming. The beginning of the river road is currently underwater. It's closed all the way to Grafton, I believe,
Yeah.
and you just have to walk outside this building to see the flooding. You don't have to go any farther.
The Mississippi has um, shown its face again, I guess
It's an
is
epic
the way to
river.
say. But
Everything's epic.
anyways, so with the river being up, uh, Dave and I went down a little earlier today, and we decided, hey, there's got to be some cool stuff that'll wash up, with the river being up. And all I found were this clamp here. I don't know exactly what you would use it for.
Boy, that's really clean to have come out of the river.
Well, I licked it,
Okay.
so
Dan won't be here next
I
week.
I do that quite often. You just wonder what it tastes like. I
hmm
mean,
hmm I don't know how many times I've looked down the river and thought, man, I got to get me a glass of that.
and then I found this balloon
Okay.
here, and it doesn't have a reservoir tip. That's why I know it's a balloon, and that's something else. And then duct tape,
Okay.
which could have come from a million different places. It could be ancient duct tape.
Now,
I'm
if you
not
were
really sure.
MacGyver, you could make a nuclear reactor out of what you found.
Yeah, but I'm not.
Oh,
Sadly enough.
does anybody know
Uh,
who MacGyver is?
no,
Okay.
no,
Okay.
some
Camera
do.
person knows. Okay, that's
Uh,
good.
so those were my finds, and this
You mean
and
you
this
didn't find
sharpie.
this raggedy thing in the river?
No, but unfortunately, Friday night we had a horrible storm um,
hmm
over across the river in St. Louis, and I come out Saturday morning, was drinking my coffee on the back deck, and looked in the tree, and there he was, poor old sock puppet.
I saw the picture. I expected him to be in a
So
full sock cast, honestly.
yeah, well, what's funny is we took him, we rebuilt him. He went through extensive reconstructive surgery to get
Is it?
to the puppet that you see in front of you now.
Are you saying that this is the $6 million sock?
Um, I'd
Six
say
dollar and 33 cent sock.
yeah, probably. I don't even think we
He's not a
spent that
bionic
much.
sock.
I think it was 633 for a package of six. So I don't know how that
Good
divides
lord, where
out.
can I get those?
Some $2 sock,
Okay.
maybe something like that. Dollar. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, he's clearly still in stitches.
But
I mean, look at all of them.
he's awesome, man. We took him down to Memphis. He'll tell you about it later.
Okay,
His little trip
I
to
can't wait.
Memphis. Anyway, we're hoping to be adopted by the city of Memphis because apparently Alton and St. Louis don't give a shit. So we're,
Well, or when
we're
you say we, are you talking about you and SPJ, or are you talking about
no,
the whole
no,
ECT crew?
the whole Epic Coffee
Oh
Time
wow,
crew.
boy, that's a bit of a drive to do a
We're
show.
we're working on it. Um, yeah, but you
I
know what?
love Memphis.
If the river stays up, it won't take us that long to
I
get
think it's how long. Well, it'll be a swift float down there.
That's right. We can do it like olden times. We'll just build a raft and float on down. So, um, anyway, he's good. Dick Toomey came Saturday afternoon and knocked him out of the tree. I mean, you should have seen it. It was like he was going after a pinata. You know,
I heard. Poor
it
sock
was
puppet James.
it was
Is
wild.
is he going to tell us about that later too with the
Um,
Memphis itinerary?
he'll cover the Memphis thing, the whole incident
Because in
really.
case you haven't noticed, we're a few ants shy of a picnic tonight. Um,
Yeah, we are.
James has his family thing tonight. I know that.
And Steve is doing his monthly prostate check.
Oh, right, right, right.
So um,
And Sean is doing that, so that
that
covers both
covers
of
that.
them. What do
And
we
then
got going on with Brian?
Brian Lewis is on his roof tonight. They, I don't know if it was meteor showers or something, but he needed to be up on his roof this evening. So
I was going to say, I don't think we're getting storms tonight. He doesn't need to test his lightning rod again.
no, but he may have a kite.
Okay.
So Dave, what did you find in the river? That's pretty interesting. It looks like a phone. Is that an iPhone?
Uh, yes, it is, but no, this is actually our sound effect machine. For whenever you tell your stories, I like to have a little accompaniment in the background, something like this. This is actually what I found, but you're
You
probably
better cue
thinking,
that up again.
which I was thinking with some of your objects, you're probably thinking, how did this wash ashore? It's a brick. Well, actually, what washed ashore, I wasn't allowed to bring in here. The Alton Police Department kind of wanted to keep it as evidence, but they let me. Can you zoom in on this a little? They let me cut the string and bring in the rest of the items. So I'm not really sure what it is. It was like some sort of ankle bracelet or one of those.
It may have.
It looks awfully heavy because usually the ankle bracelets I see are either have a flashing light on them or the girly style with little diamonds and stuff on it. But this looks awfully heavy. I think maybe you could play skip the brick or something, and I don't even know what happened to the rest of the brick. It just but they wouldn't let me keep what actually was attached to the brick.
It wasn't a sock, was it?
There was a sock involved.
There.
There was a sock involved.
No wonder he went. Somebody needed to go to Memphis in a hurry
I
over
can't
the weekend.
I can't divulge any names, but there was a sock involved with this trendy, stylish anklet or ankle bracelet or something. I can't imagine why anybody would want to wear something so heavy going that close to the river. It'd really drag you down, I would imagine.
Hmm. You might. I could catch a fish like that
Maybe that's what it is, but
though.
like I said, I had to cut it off of the other thing that I found, and they weren't really happy about that. In fact, they didn't really have permission to take this, but don't tell anybody.
Believe me,
Okay, nobody's gonna
nobody will
find
find
out.
out.
But there was a sock involved. I don't know if we. I think we should probably not talk about that, just in case there's a
You're
friend or a relative involved.
you're you're probably right. We should just make that
Yeah. Okay.
disappear.
Okay. Make what disappear?
Yeah.
Okay. So you were
So
saying you were gonna
anyway,
bring out our new friend.
we're going to talk to Sock Puppet while we're waiting for the Sock Puppet. Blue Ball the clown wanted to perform.
So we do have one other cast member here, our newest addition to the cast, Blue Ball the clown. One of the most family values style toys I've seen in a long time.
You just wind him up and off he goes with that
I
ball
mean,
between his legs.
exactly, and who wouldn't want to let their children play with something like this?
Right.
I mean,
Well,
really. That
Parents are really good at explaining things these days. So, yeah.
Yeah.
What's wrong with the clown?
Uh, nothing at all.
So, anyways, it's sock puppet time. Oh
Oh,
God, I
okay.
hope so.
We'll say bye to Blue Ball
Blue
and
ball, just
goodbye.
we'll find you in the river 10 years from now, maybe 20.
So Sock Puppet
Oh,
James is
before
here,
we get to the
ready
sock
to.
puppet, I wanted to talk about our giveaway,
Oh, okay.
and we are giving away this handsome travel mug here from Lucy's Place. As you remember, you probably don't, but we were there last week.
It was a record-breaking crowd,
It,
probably for Lucy's Place.
it,
But we
it may
want to
have been.
change that.
So we've got the coffee mug, and that's compliments of Lucy's Place and compliments of your friends here at Epic Coffee Time. We are going to give you a work week's worth of coffee to fill that up. So 5 refills of coffee to fill that up. So
But it sucks if you only work 1 day a week. I don't know what to tell you.
well, Dick Toomey thought it was great. Um,
Dick.
you know,
Okay.
because he was going to get 1 cup of coffee.
Probably while we're talking about it, and Lucy's Place, Wood River, it's by the old KFC, Los Tres Amigos. Drop by. The coffee was great, was it not?
Coffee was awesome.
And pastries, gambling, beer, everything you'd expect from a coffee shop. Um, but they were very gracious to have us last week. But we should also point out we're back at the Riverbender. Obviously, we're on the upper level. The lower level is actually quite damp, as we were talking about the flood earlier. As you get closer to the river, and we're just barely a block and a half from the river, that we're having some flooding problems here. But we should also take time to thank the Riverbender. And wasn't there a birthday we needed to recognize?
You know what? There is a birthday today.
And
Imagine that. Whose birthday was it?
would that be
I
John?
I think it's John. He's ankle deep in water right now, or
He
else we
literally is downstairs
sing him
taking care
happy
of
birthday. But we
flooding
will say
damage.
happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
John.
John.
And we got a
We
surprise
appreciate
coming
it.
for you tomorrow.
Yeah.
But you won't see this for months. So
If
you,
ever.
you'll be waiting when that tomorrow comes, and you'll think we let you
But
down.
he'll still
But
get a surprise tomorrow.
I
So
swear.
we won't make him suffer through another show to get a surprise.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
let's really look at this. The choice of coming up and singing hi on Epic Coffee Time, or going downstairs and sweating your balls off, sucking up water, and just working up a hell of a sweat.
And
I
then,
think I'd choose that too.
yeah, me
In
too.
fact, I'll see you later.
All right. They've got straws down there, so you can help them out.
This is a lot of straw. Straws.
Everybody else gets a vacuum.
Right,
We
but
get
we get
straws.
straws.
Just keep,
Not the kind you get with a shake, but the really narrow ones that they give you with coffee.
yeah.
Mm.
Just keep sucking, boys. That's all I say. And believe me, we're more than happy to just keep sucking. That's how it ends up. Hey, I did bring these with me.
I need a couple of those,
and
actually. I gave you too many of them.
That's not the camera shaking. That's me. They are the wonderful Fade to Black wristbands, and we still have plenty of those available.
Minimum donation of $5 will get you one.
That's cheap.
It's dirt cheap.
That is cheap. You couldn't.
And there will be no steroid scandal later. We already have cancer. We got it covered. I mean, bless your heart, Lance Armstrong, but we're not going down that path. You can wear these with pride.
That's it. Exactly. And when they fade to black, you can go,
Oh,
uh-huh.
yeah, they literally live up to their name.
You can say that.
This one doesn't have anything on it anymore.
Those
so
guys are marketing geniuses.
They are. And while we're on that subject, I posted something on Facebook about this. If you're a fan of my Facebook page, I know everybody's on Sock Puppet James's page, but
Yeah, because
we realize times are tough, and but Dan started this to reach out to me, and we added another guy named Don, and I found out that he's going through his last treatment,
Yeah.
and that's really good news.
Fantastic.
He's really behind in his bills. I mean, cancer times are tough for everybody, but diagnosis of cancer can practically wipe you out, literally. And Don's needing a little help, we put up a link for Good Old Don. It's under the donations tab. Of course, you can always donate to me too, but first and foremost, I'd like you to donate to Don, and we're going to add something later tonight, maybe tomorrow, for a woman named Tracy Casey. She's a casino worker who just lost her job, and she's been battling cancer the last year, breast cancer. So there's nothing worse than having this and losing your job and losing your insurance.
Right.
I know times are tough, but what I tell people is skip a dinner out, skip a movie. I'm not asking you to remortgage the house. Just any little bit can help. And the new link will eventually be under. Dan's going to help me a little with that. I can do some
Just
of it, just a little, but they'll all be under the Fade to Black heading once you click on the donation tab at epiccoffeetime.com. So I needed to squeeze
absolutely.
that in.
No, it's
And
good.
I really want to thank you for adding Tracy, by the way.
Because I think through all the goofy stuff, we forget what this is really all about, and it's certainly not, you know,
And it is, and
to
I'm
exhibit
feeling
our
great.
comedy
But
skills.
half the reason I'm feeling great is what we're doing right now. I don't even really care how many people are watching. We're having a good time. And I did get feedback from one friend that it's helping her get through her dad's passing. And oh my God, the pressure! Now we gotta be funny, and we gotta really do this now.
And
So
let's hope the sock puppet pulls it out for us.
you said pulls it out.
Ah, that's what she said.
Oh,
Hey,
and
while
you
we're
are
at
pulling
it,
something
and
out. Put that
merchandising,
away. Oh, the shirt.
merchandising people, we still have a very few, I love or I heart Epic Coffee Time T-shirts. In fact, we're down to I think four.
Uh-oh.
So, and
Supplies are running out. Heck now.
those you may be able to find the link on our page.
We'll
But
throw in a bracelet with
what the
it.
hell, you weren't going to buy it before, so
Let's be positive.
makes me think you were going to buy it now.
All the cool kids are wearing them, trust
So,
me.
but we do have the Faces T-shirt. If you look at last week's episode, Dave had the prototype on, the one and only. But the other one are being printed now. So,
Sweet.
yeah. As soon as they get enough ink to print all those T-shirts, we'll have them.
Suck some river water up. That should do it. I'm not saying it's black or dirty or anything, but
That's right, because the black T-shirts are more expensive than the white. So,
of course they are. Black's always more expensive.
Make them brown.
Yeah, brown. Yeah,
Coffee.
sure.
Yeah,
I was just
better.
having a moment there.
Even better.
And
So,
yeah, we do need to remind you. We're not always trying to get in your wallet. And whenever you donate,
I am.
I know Sock Puppet's ready, but
I'm trying to get in their wallet.
wallet, not pants.
Oh.
Okay. Uh, I know whenever I donate to a cause, I'm wondering just how much money goes to whoever really needs it. And you hear, well, we donate 80%, we donate 50%, we only keep 5%. We keep nothing. It goes directly to the people, and they spend it however they need it. If they need it for bills, if they need it for food, it's 100%. Dan has put a lot of the expenses on this, and uh, we try to keep him from doing that. But what I'm saying is, whatever you donate, I know when you donate on there is a service charge, but that's the donation service. That's not us. 100% of what you donate goes to whoever you're donating it to.
Absolutely.
It's always good to know.
And one of the reasons that we set that up was so you didn't have to find out when that benefit for that person was and show up and throw your $5 in, get wasted, and
But we are thinking of doing at least one of those.
Oh,
I'll let you
absolutely.
know when I know more. So.
Coffee Okies on the horizon.
Coffee
there,
Okie.
So,
Okay.
it's,
Okay.
yeah, big event.
That would save me a lot of trouble. I like that already.
So, but a lot of people say, "Oh, that benefit was last weekend," and then you never get around to donating the money to
But you're always on the
that
computer.
person. So,
You know you're on the computer. I know you're not watching right now. I know what you're really watching, but the computer's right there. How easy can it be?
it's
You open up another tab, click
not
on it
that
real
tough.
quick, and then you can get back to your studying.
Yeah, and you can even do that from your phone.
Oh, really?
A lot of the functionality is gone because of the service that I use
Let's see
to do
just
the website. But
just how hard is it?
you can actually do your donation on the phone.
Oh my God, this is incredible. Check this out.
It's right there.
Just like that. Just like that. Can you see that?
There's your home page.
Just like that. And I hit this little button right here. It says donation page. And just like that, there it is, fade to black. But I want to draw attention to really to
There you go.
good old Don right there. That's not Don, that's me. There's Don. Good old Don is who we're wanting to give a little money love to, and we'll be adding another person, Tracy, to this page just as soon as we can figure out how to
Whack Don in the face.
master the
See that?
HTML language. Are you?
Whack Don in the face. It should take you over
Oh,
to
oh
his
man,
page.
I'm sorry, Don. Oh, there
There
it
you
is,
go.
and there
Hot
it
dog.
is. And then you just go down there, and it's like,
Make
how
a
much do you
donation.
want to
Hot
donate?
dog.
Right there, that easy. You don't even have to have your computer on. Who doesn't
Amazing.
have their phone with them these days? I mean, really.
No, I've done it myself.
I
It works easy as.
just last year I was on safari in the middle of the Congo, miles and miles from civilization, and I come across a tribe that has had virtually no contact with the outside world, but they all have these. I'm telling you, there's no excuse. $5 will get you started.
But they
Whatever
had
you
the
can do.
Obama phone, didn't they?
Don't be dissing on my guy.
It's missing numbers.
Don't be dissing on my guy. This is not a political show. If it was, it'd be a lot more interesting. But anyway, it's that easy.
A lot less
Oh
relaxed.
my God! Look who showed up.
Hey,
He was looking kind of flat earlier. I didn't think he was gonna wake up
He was
there.
down a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, go through what he's gone through over this past week.
Down on his heels.
Yeah, yeah.
The agony of defeat.
Feeling lower in the well digger's shoes. That's what he's feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, Puppet's here, and it's kind of weird because when he came back from Memphis, he kind of had this southern uh, talk to him.
From Memphis?
Yeah, I don't know what it's all
There-
about. So
Well, you get a
Oh.
little outside of Memphis. I can believe that. So we ran into a couple people, but so he's got
Yeah.
a southern draw.
yeah,
Huh?
yeah. He well,
I gotta hear this.
he was drinking with a bear down there at one point.
I saw the pictures. Are they on his page or
I-
just your page?
Yeah, no, they're on his page. He's got a picture of the bear.
That bear looks rough.
That bear had a hard night. Puppet survived, but you know he propped him up out in front of this convenience store.
I know you're thinking he's
Hit
just
the
a
street.
sock, but don't go drinking with him. Trust me.
No,
Don't.
seriously, he is dangerous. He,
Let me just put it to you this way: socks are very absorbent.
he's bottomless too. I mean, there's nothing but a hole in the end of that guy. So anyway, I'll let him explain it. Puppet, you made a trip to Memphis. Tell us about that. Well, I made a little trip. I was down Friday night. Anyhow, I was Friday night. I was hanging out out back, and the storm whooped up, and it was a whopper. I didn't know it was coming. I'm a psych. What am I gonna watch TV or stuff? So I didn't know it was coming. I was laying around. All of a sudden, that wind just whooped me up right in the air. I mean, just whoop, whoop, whoop. And
Whoop!
I was flying, and that's kind of an unnatural thing for a puppet, flying and all. We just kind of hang out on hands and so forth, and we're not used to that. So, anyhow, when I woke up, I was looking around, and I saw a little bit of the house, but I saw more of the tree. And I thought, well, that's kind of odd. Who put a tree here in the house? And so, anyhow, I was up there in that tree and I was hollering for help. And, old Dan come out and he said, well, you're too high up there. I can't reach you. He said, I'll call our buddy Dick Toomey come over and see if he can get a ladder up there and help you out.
Wait. Are you saying that you were not in a branch conveniently located near us?
No,
There we go.
I don't know what that means. So, any, anyways, there's something humming around here. Sure as hell ain't me. So, anyway, Dick Toomey comes over with the
Who?
Dick Toomey, my old buddy Dick Toomey, come over with a stick and he whacked me out of that tree. Now, took a few leaves and whatnot,
I
but
swear to God,
uh,
James, your draw is getting stronger and stronger as you're talking.
you can see. Can you see those scars up in there? He whacked me with that stick. No, I thought it was
Wait,
all over.
wait,
You know.
wait. Are you saying Dick Toomey beat you off the tree?
Yeah, he did. He whacked me off the tree. So
Okay.
anyway, old Dick Toomey whacked me off, and then when I come to, I was in this room in Memphis, Tennessee. You know, I thought I was dreaming. You know, and but I realized I'd been there before.
Really?
Yeah, back sometime, I don't know, 50 something.
How old
In
are
the
you,
good old days.
James?
I'm old enough to know. I'm still young enough to know better.
So,
Not do it.
are you saying that you were around when Elvis was around?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Me and Elvis and Johnny Cash and Carl Perkins. You probably saw the picture. Jerry Lee Lewis was there, but he wouldn't get in the picture with me because he's got something against sock puppets. So
You're too old. If
we're
you're older than 13, he ain't interested.
yeah, that's true too. I do have a little hole though, so I wasn't really sure what had happened with that. So anyway, Jerry says I ain't getting in that picture, so we all got in the picture. But and then we decided, since we was all there together and everything, that we'd just go ahead and record an album.
Uh huh.
And so
Was it called Sock It To Me?
no, no. As a matter of fact, um, I don't remember what it was called. There was something about Sun Records and whatever, because that's where we was at. So
So
any
that picture was real?
oh, absolutely, 100% genuine.
All right.
Yeah, if you go down there to
I
Sun
did see the
Studios, you can
picture.
probably see it. Yeah, it's I didn't fake shit like that. What are you talking about? I'm a puppet.
Oh, hell no. James, Sock Puppet James, we would never think you would do that.
Yeah,
Everybody knows socks are honest.
I'm as genuine as they come. Fung anybody that would think different, you know.
Don't get all woolly on me now.
Woolly head. Anyhow, um, I recorded some songs, and then with Elvis and Johnny Cash and Garth Brooks, and I realized that they are not superior musicians like myself. So
Okay.
what I did is
I'm glad we cleared that up.
yeah, I took off their voices and their instruments and all that stuff, and I sat down with the piano, and just me and the piano. After it was all said and done, sat down with the piano there, and well, it wasn't really a piano. It was kind of like a little kid's piano, and the batteries is about dead. So, but this was back in '58, so there's big batteries, and like lantern batteries, and they was about dead.
They were
So
like Q size instead of D size.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
okay.
I mean, you could start a car with that today, but you couldn't back then. It would just about power your piano.
I think you were around the battery. That's a little too much, Sock.
So anyhow, I don't even know what that means. Is that an insult and all? But I recorded a bunch of songs, and I'm trying to figure out. I might have Dan look at it because I think he knows better than I do how to do that YouTube thing. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have him look and figure out how to upload all them songs to YouTube.
Are you saying that we could have a music video of Sock Puppet James soon?
Yeah, just a sock puppet, me and the piano. Just like the old Sundays.
I'd buy that for $1.
You would?
Well, no, but I
Would you
can't
pay
wait
up
to
front?
see it. No.
All right
I
then.
like to sock my money away, but not like that.
All right then. Anyhow, uh, that's I've heard that sound before. Plenty of times. That means there's a prison break. Uh, anyhow, um, I guess that's all I got about my trip to Memphis and the bear and getting not whacked off by Dick Toomey, and then I think I just got in the bag and come down here tonight. So
Does this mean you're sticking around for a while, Sock, and not going off on your own show just yet?
yeah, I can't venture out too far.
Admit it, the deal fell through, didn't it?
Uh, you know, when you got looks like I do and you got talent like I do, some people just don't appreciate that genius. You
Uh-huh.
know, they just don't get it. So,
Holding out for that bigger deal, huh?
well, I don't even know if it's that. Just I'll just leave it at some people don't know genius when they see it. So,
Okay. Well, we look forward to seeing the debut of the video and the whole album full of 50s tunes. Can't wait.
oh, it's fantastic, fantastic. Keep watching.
Where do you hang your guitar strap?
Oh, I just play that. I just play that piano
Oh.
like this. You know.
Are the headaches going away yet?
No, it's kind of hard to sing. You know. I was gonna play the harmonica, but ain't got no way to blow. I mean, you know what I mean.
That's not what they said at the Jay and Silent Bob show.
Oh, he was making money that night. So, Puppet, we're gonna have to let you go. You're getting a little bit, I don't know,
Obscene?
a little bit
Cocky? Egotistical?
I think so.
Let me try to think of a word.
He gets that way. I mean, if you look like that, he probably would too. But
Well, I guess since he's all in stitches, he thinks everybody else is, right?
I guess that's what that is.
Now that was timing.
So, Puppet, we'll see ya.
Good to see you, SPJ.
Hey, so, what an asshole.
Is he gone? Can we talk about him
Yeah,
now?
he's
Jesus Christ. Johnny Cash and Elvis got no talent. Is he for real?
Yeah, I guess so. Like, I can't wait to see what comes out of
I
that.
can't wait for it either.
What an idiot.
Now, that's something we can look for on the website or the YouTube channel, I'd imagine, right?
Yeah, you
I
can.
can't wait.
I tell you what, if you're not a fan of Sock Puppet James,
And
you
nobody
need to
is.
I think there's 20 of them. I think you need to be one now because that's pretty big news. His
It
own,
is.
his own recordings
This could
and
be.
music videos and all of that.
It could be really good or really awful, but either way, it's going to be epic.
It will be. It will be. And on that note, um, don't forget about
Oh,
our
right.
Epic Coffee fans page. Don't forget about the contest we got going on to win some free stuff.
Don't
Or
forget about Don and our website.
how to get to Don, the easiest smartphone thing you'll ever do. And I guess that covers this week.
Yeah, and
We're
I think
done.
next week we should have at least some of our cast back.
Yeah.
Not that we're not enough.
Well, I was gonna name it Rub a Dub Dub 4 Men in a Tub, but I don't know how many people are gonna show up.
Ah,
So we'll be shooting it. We'll be shooting it from my hot tub next week. So should be pretty interesting.
hey, I've
Especially
made a
if it's raining.
challenge, but we'll discuss that later.
Oh yeah, the trunks are coming off. That's a guarantee. So
Well, there you go. The totally naked show. But I like Rub a Dub Dub 4 minute tub. It doesn't matter. We never know who's going to show up week to week.
yeah, exactly. So we'll probably find a puppet floating in the filter once we're done, covered in God knows what. So anyway, Dave, you got anything else?
No, a big thank you to everybody who's donated and everybody who watches. We appreciate it. We don't have to do thank yous in the double digits yet, but that's cool.
Yeah.
Again, and everybody's asking for your money. I get it, but when you're suffering, whether it's from a tornado or a disease, it's just a little extra harder. See if you can find some money in the couch, skip a night out. Don and Tracy can use your help, and so can many others. It really pays to give. It really does.
Yeah. Make the kids eat a.
Plus, we'll throw in a bracelet.
Oh wow! Look at that! Look at that! Who wouldn't want that?
Right.
I don't know. People are weird.
I guess that's all I got, and I can't wait till next week when everybody's back. Not that you're
Yeah.
enough of a show.
Yeah, exactly. So, Steve, you got anything? Brian? Sean?
They're really quiet tonight, aren't they?
Yeah, we already knew James wasn't going to be here, so he gets a free pass for
I
that.
think maybe we should make some more sock puppets or milk cartons. What do you think?
I think the milk carton
Or maybe
has to
another
happen.
cardboard cutout show.
Ooh, I didn't
If
think
you
about
haven't
that.
already watched it, it's like the 6 minute video. It's WTF Be With You. Um, you gotta watch it. It's all Dan and it's crazy. It's great. I hate to say it, but it's still the best show I've seen out of all our shows, and I know that's not saying much considering the high quality we deliver to you every week.
Oh, absolutely. We put so much into it.
I actually prepared this week.
You
What are you
did.
talking
You
about?
did.
I do when producer Dan asks me to do my homework, I do it.
The
Sometimes I even do it for other people.
the tenth of a brick was awesome.
It was gonna be a whole brick, but I dropped it. I mean, it was supposed to be a tenth of a
A
brick.
tenth of a brick. Yeah. Sock puppet killer.
We need to wrap this up.
Anyway, all right, let's close it out, and we will see you next week.